How's she going, boys? Welcome back to Grampie's Workshops. I'm glad you came along today. I have a quick little job I need to do today, so I thought I would take you along with me. I have a 1997 Honda Foreman ATV. Really rugged machine. I was going to say it's a beautiful machine, but it's not beautiful because it's a working machine. It's built to work, and it's built to work hard. And although I take it trail riding and whatnot, it doesn't have independent suspension, it doesn't have power steering. It's pretty rugged to drive around on, but boy oh boy, she can work some hard. But on the back of my ATV and my Honda, I put one of those seats on it. I don't know what you call them, two-up seats. Even though you're not supposed to ride two-up on this machine, it's only a one-person machine. But anyway, I put the seat on here. It comes in handy. It's got nice storage cases. You know all that stuff about the seats. It also has foot pegs on the rails that come down the side of the fenders, so that if you do happen to put a person in the seat, which you're not supposed to do, but if you do happen to put a rider in there, they'll have a place to put their feet. Well, these foot pegs are meant to fold up out of the way, and it works great. Then there's lots of access for the driver to get on and off the bike without any tripping hazards or anything. But on these foot pedals that I have, the design of them, they don't stay folded up out of the way very well. They ended up like you go over a couple of bumps, next thing you know they fall down. And when they fall down, they go right across like where you need to move your leg to get off the bike. And I've a couple of times, more than a couple of times, caught myself getting off and almost fell. Plus it's hard on the leg. So I'm going to take you out and I'm going to show you what these foot pegs are. And I got a little bit of an idea how maybe I can fix that issue so that when I fold them up out of the way, they'll stay out of the way, and it's going to take a definite effort to move them down into position so that you can use them as foot pegs. So most times they're folded up out of the way, and I want them to be up out of the way and locked there so that they don't move. But when I do need them, I want them to be able to fold down and be useful if I happen to, why I would do this I don't know, but if I happen to have a passenger on my bike. So don't drive two up unless it's a two-up machine. But, anyways, let's go have a look at the bike. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So here we are. Please don't pay attention to the cleanliness of the machine. Like I say, it's a working machine. So I work it. But anyway, here's there's the seat, by the way. Look, I'll give you a good view of the bike. Honda, 1997 Honda Foreman 400. Just getting ready to turn 10,000 miles on it. Not kilometers, but miles. And about all I've done to this is just bearing changes, oil changes. Nothing, knock on wood. Click, click, click. Nothing serious has happened to it. She's a good working piece of gear. Anyhow, here's the leg part that comes down here, and like I say, if someone happens to be sitting in the seat, they'll sit on here and they'll want to put their feet on these pegs that fold down so nice, and a nice little footrest. But as you can see, if you're sitting on here, someone's foot is on there, that's great. The driver's foot sits right in here, so when it's time to get off, like your heel is down in here, oh, and that just catches you. It's just like, it's a perfect trap. So what I want to do is I'm going to try to make some better indentations in this piece of the pedal here, and maybe grind that down a little bit so that when it's folded up, even though that seems stiff right there now, when it's folded up out of the way, it'll stay up there and not fall down like it always does. These little pieces of the bracket here are meant to squeeze in and hold that up. So anyhow, that's going to be my little job. I'm going to take this pedal off, take that nut and bolt out of there, take that pedal off, do a little adjustment to it, and then we'll come back and see how she looks then. So here's my foot peg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grind a little bit off of this surface right here, not much though, because I'm not sure how thick that is, but just a flat spot on there, because that's where it comes up against the rail that goes up and holds the seat on. So we're going to grind that there, and I'm going to put, see there's already a bit of a groove right there. I'm going to try and make that groove a little bigger on that side and on the underside, and see if we can get that pedal to lock better in place. Alright, I have my grinder with a flap wheel on it, and right here, and I'm going to try and buff this off right here, so it's going to get noisy. So there I have just ground off a little flat spot on that elbow there, and then on these arms I just tried to grind that back a bit of an angle on both sides there, so hopefully those little pinchers that are left back on the bike will grab it good and hold it up out of the way. I'm going to go install it now and we'll see how successful we were. So there it is, back installed. Other than this shiny part right there, doesn't look any different. But when I fold it up now, it really seems to lock in better. And it takes a little bit of effort to get her down. So we'll see. I'm not sure if that's the answer or not. I tightened up these clips a little right here. Might just tighten those a little bit more here if I can. Do the one-handed squeezer. Something like that there. Something like that there. And then it really seems to click in there good now anyways. Yeah, so there. I'm hoping that that's going to work. But we'll see. So I just headed out for a run out the road there a little bit. Normally I don't go too far before it falls down, and that never moved a bit. So it looks like it's going to work good. I like that. So that's going to do it for that little quick video, boys. A little quick job at Grampie's workshop. Glad you tagged along. Hope you like my repair and my fix. Let me know in the comments if you do or if you don't. And as always, thumbs up me if you like the video, and click subscribe and ring my bell, and I'll tell you again when I'm going to do another little job in Grampie's workshop. Thanks, boys. We'll talk to you.